सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. The today's truth: live conflict free and stay young forever. You may think how living conflict free can make you live young forever. Understand the concept of time in the Vedic tradition. Because our rishis, our masters, know that time is one more matter which can be handled, manipulated, used as we want. They have created a clear understanding about time. Please understand, time is a matter, just like a chair on which you are sitting. The chair on which you are sitting, you can move wherever you want. You can either sit on it or you can sit on the ground. You can use as you want. Same way, just like that, time is a matter. What is aging after all? Look deeply into this idea of time and idea of aging. See, your body is made out of biomemories. Means lot of thoughts and engraved memories, engrams, which inspires you, pushes you into actions. Thoughts, engraved memories which pushes you into actions. These two are the base material for your body. Thoughts are like a random, vague, as I said, that random fishes jumping. Engraved memories, the thoughts which you picked up again and again to work, those became engraved memory. These two are the base material. Please understand, I am revealing one of the important truth. The gap between one thought and the other thought is kshana, one unit of time in Vedic tradition. If you pick up more and more thoughts to make it into action, more and more engrams. Please understand, step by step. First, your body is made out of random thoughts and regularized engrams. Regularized engram means the thoughts which you again and again picked up to work, to make into reality. What for you are working. You are maybe even thinking is working. If you are thinking far in that particular direction again and again and again, it can be called as working. So, random thoughts like a fish is jumping in the lake, and specific thoughts which you again and again picked up, try to make into reality, try to infuse reality. So engrams, these two are the base material for your body. This is one truth. The other truth, the gap between one thought and the other thought is a kshana, means time. As long as there are only thoughts, there is no aging. Only when the engrams hit the thoughts or thoughts hit the engrams, the aging starts happening in your body. Please understand. When you pick up more and more thoughts and try to make them into reality, the conflict starts. 10 seconds before you picked up the thought of being in silence and trying to make it reality. 10 minutes after you are picking up the thought of going to the office and working wildly and making money, you want this thought to become reality. Then starts conflict. Aging starts happening when there is a fight between the engram and thoughts. If there is only thoughts, there is no aging. There is no aging. Only the fight between the engrams and thoughts in your muscles is responsible for aging. If you look little deeply, the time, which is a one more matter, itself has no power to destroy your consciousness. Then what is it that is adding so much of fear, insecurity and sense of aging on us? Please understand. The time itself has no power over your consciousness. But your inner space, in which consciousness is also part, struggles constantly with fear and insecurity of aging and getting destroyed or being lost. What is that? Suffering. What is the reason for suffering? What is that which is suffering? Look both. The reason for suffering is your thoughts and engrams having conflict. What is that suffering is the biomemory which is made out of these two, the thoughts and engraved memories. It's a very subtle, deep truth. I wanted you to understand this important fact. If you go and see the Kalabhairava in our ashram, in charge of security, is the Lord of Time, you will see he will be standing on the time shaft. Means he is the Lord of time shaft, who is beyond time shaft. If you see, he will be having his left leg in the front and right leg in the back. Funny thing is, the right leg represents the future, left leg represents the past. So he says, past comes before the future. Please understand. Now what I am going to utter is past. Please understand. What I am going to utter is past. What I am going to say is past. What I am going to do in next 1 hour is past. I am not saying what I did is past. What I am going to do is past. You may think, what? What is happening here? Anything which is going to happen, as you understand, is the conflict between the thought and engrams. I don't know whether you are able to catch. Anything which is going to happen is the fight and conflict between thought and engrams, means time, which is already defined. Anything already defined is past. So the layer of your thought and engram which is projected further, even if it has not yet happened, it is past. It is past. You understand? It is standing. It is standing, but it is past because already it is projected. And the moments you spent in the past without the fight between thought and engrams is future, even though it is already lived. Listen. The moments you are going to spend in conflict between the thoughts and biomemory, thoughts and engrams, even it is not lived, because it is already projected, it is past. The moments you spent without having fight between the thoughts and engrams, even if it is already spent, it is future. Emptiness. The aging process is quickened if more and more thoughts hit engrams, or if more and more efforts are made to make thoughts into engrams. Now, stopping the conversion process of thoughts into engrams is unclutching. The process of converting thoughts into engrams is an automatic process when you are clutched. Stopping that conversion is unclutching. That is what I call conflict-free life. Either just go on fulfilling engrams, then they will become thoughts, they will get diluted and become thoughts. Or go on having thoughts, don't create engrams. Just sitting and something is going on like a breeze. It's like a dreams passing by. Both will not let aging happen in you. When thoughts are getting converted into engrams, that is where the conflict starts happening, the aging starts happening, your muscles get tired, the aging process is working on you, time is creating its impact on you. Your inner space, which is mixture of the pure consciousness and thoughts and engrams, will start experiencing chaos only when the thoughts and engrams hit each other. Try to overlap onto other space. Actually, if the engrams becoming thoughts will not have much difficulty, much problem. But thoughts becoming engrams will create deep tiredness in you. See, all catharsis process which I am teaching you, either shouting or screaming or crying or releasing, is nothing but diluting engram into thoughts, so that you can unclutch easily from it. All catharsis process, including samana balancing. You see, samana balancing is a subtle part of engrams becoming thoughts. A reversal of engrams becoming thoughts. What you do in the life is making thoughts into engrams. That is what we call pravritti marga. And converting engrams into thoughts is what we call nivritti marga in Sanskrit. Understand? If you are moving towards nivritti marga, you will stay young forever. If you are moving towards pravritti marga, you will get aged very quickly. Aging is directly related to your inner space. The idea which you carry about you in the inner space directly reflects on your body. You can see the Indian middle-aged women are more aged, I can say at least twice more aged than a Western middle-aged woman. Because for an Indian middle-aged woman, after 2 kids, her life is done. Nothing more to be done. Nothing more to be done. But in the West, it's not like that. There is a life. There is life. There is something more to do. So your inner space, what it feels about you, is going to reflect directly on the physical aging. One devotee asked me in US when my father died. My father died by the age of 50. And he asked very innocently, will your mother not remarry? She can't imagine my mother is going to live without getting one more marriage. In India, you can't imagine after 40 a woman getting remarried. See the complete contra. She cannot imagine my mother is going to live without getting remarried. In India, you cannot imagine. Forget about planning or failing and all that. Even a thought will not cross in the mind of one more marriage. Because if you have 2 kids, your life is over. That is why quick aging means done, what next? But when there is, in the West, the idea is different. There is so much to be done. Means, understand. It may feel like so much to be done idea and converting thought into engrams are conflicting. Please understand, so much to be done means you are expecting the moments happened in your past which are future. As I said, there are moments happened in your past where there is no conflict between the thought and engram. That's what I call the space of excitement, happiness. When you wait for that which is up, even though it has happened in the future which is past, you are waiting for that past in the future. So there is a constant excitement, the aging does not happen. Understand, I am just completely breaking your idea of past, future and present. Past is not past as you think. Future is not future as you think. What you think you are going to do today is already past. Whatever few moments yesterday you had without conflict between the thought and the engrams is future. Even though it has already happened, it is future. So having more and more space of future in the past is the anti-aging. So push more and more time into future. I can say push more and live more and more time without conflict and send it to the past, you have future. The ultimate bank balance you can create for the future is putting more and more time in the past without conflict between the engram and thought. So that account directly comes to you as future. If you want to save money for your future, the only long-lasting wealth is the time you spend in the past without the conflict between the thought and engram. Because that is going to come back to you. It will be reimbursed. They say, na, money back offer. Whatever you spend in our shop, 10% money back. Same way, whatever time you spend in Jnanapeetham, 100% time back. Whatever time you spend in unclutching, 100% time back guarantee. Just be unclutched. Do not allow your thoughts and engrams to fight. As much as you can, you will see the bio-memories will become so soft, no fight. Every moment you go on spending is future, not past. Even if you have not lived, the moments already you planned with the conflict between the thought and engram is past, over, done, you are aged. That is what happens to middle-aged Indian women. They are done. Whatever they think is going to happen is already planned. What is their life? Going to get up and fight with the daughter-in-law and have some gossip with others and over, okay. It's already lived, done. So aging. When it is done, they have finished living their future with their engram and thoughts. Means whatever they have is not future, it is past. That is why body also acts as if already it is past. Your body is intelligent enough to respond to your inner space. It's already past, over. So then body says, hey, what am I going to do? Come on, let's fast forward. Quick, pack up. I tell you, push more and more time into your chronological past without fight between the engram and thoughts. That is your bank balance future. That will straight away come as future. Will never let aging happen in you. I tell you, for the planet Earth, today I have given one of the greatest gift. Not as pride. I have opened the huge Vedic Pandora box. Just like unclutching, when it is applied with anything, creates a new philosophy. I am telling you this one truth today which I revealed. Apply with everything, with lust, with anger, with fear, with greed. Use this key to solve all the problems of life. It will become a new religion. This is the philosophy of Kala Bhairava. The truth of Kala Bhairava. The past, the chronological past, which is represented by the left leg, is in the front. The chronological future, which is represented by the right leg, is in the back. Understand the theory of Kala. If you have projected with the fight between the thought and the engram, even if it has not yet happened, it is past. If you have not projected, if there was a gap between the thought and engram, the fight between the thought and engram was not there, those moments, even though chronologically happened, it is your future. Same thing with your lust, fantasy. Please understand, if there is no fight between your thought and engram, if the act has happened, it is tantra. If there is a fight between your thought and engram, even if the act has happened, it is just masturbation with another body, which is not going to let you rest in peace, which is only going to add more and more and more load. In every step, I tell you, in every step, the same idea. If all your sex is a past, you are already old. If all your sex was future, embedded in the past, you have a great future. I can say, just analyze this truth and understand 1,000 questions about the sexology will be answered. Same way, wealth, money. The time you spent with wealth, if there was no conflict between your thought and engram, means the fulfillment, contentment, aparigraha, you have future. If it was spent with the fight between the thought and the engrams, whatever wealth you might have had or you are going to have, it is going to be poverty. The bioenergy, health, fear, everything can be solved with this one truth. The truth about past, present and future, Kala. Now, sit and go on digging your each problem with this one truth. Churn your each problem with this one truth. grind your each problem with this one truth. Whether it is money or relationship or sex or aging, I tell you, you will straight away hit the solution. You will straight away hit the solution. When you hit the solution, the past which you created, in future, please understand, the past which you projected, in future is ghost. When you kill that, that is the skull which Kal Bhairava is having in his hand. The unlived life. See, the skull which Kal Bhairava is having in his hand, anything you put it in that skull, it will swallow. It will swallow. That is why so many people gave Bhiksha, but the skull itself swallows. Kal Bhairava is hungry. Shiva never got anything. Then comes Devi, Annapurani. Please understand, Shiva goes and stands, Bhiksham Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. Oh Devi, give me the food for Jnana and Vairagya. Means not to project my past into the future and destroy my life by quickly aging. And Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge of not projecting your past into the future. Means I can say your fight between the engram and the thought into the future and bringing yourself to the present, to this understanding. I can say you don't even have to practice anything, just this understanding. When the grains are offered into that skull, see, the greatness about the time is just the understanding is enough, nothing much needs to be practiced. With this understanding, scan all your problems. That skull will just disappear. That ghost will just disappear. The ghost will just disappear. That is what is meant by when Devi put the food. She put little in the skull. The skull was enjoying. So she purposely dropped a little bit outside the skull on the ground. The skull felt the taste of the food so much, it just jumped to eat that food, and Shiva was freed of the skull and he was liberated. Understand? Just this understanding. Look, oh God. This is what is the problem in my sex. This is what is the problem in my money. This is what is the problem in my relationships. When there is no conflict in your thought and biomemory, the other person with whom you are living, our thought and biomemory, the time you spend together is so fulfilling, so satisfying. That is what I call the time you are in relationship. All other time spent together is not relationship. Maybe rationalship. Trying to rationalize why I am like this, why she is like this. I can say the A and E changes its place. Relationship and rationalship. Everything, look with this one truth. Your past is not past as you think. Your future is not future as you think. How to make your past into, how to have more future means let your past be filled with the future. So naturally your future will be pure future. There is no aging. There is no aging. Understand? When you relax into the space of conflict-free zone, Yama, Lord of Death, when he tries to take you Please understand, the pasa rope, the rope which he is using, is the conflict between the thought and engram. Means attachment. Attachment only makes your thought into engram. That is the rope which he uses, pasha, to take the life out of body, means to make the aging process complete. When Lord of Yama throws that pasha on you, because your inner space is not converting thoughts into engrams, that pasha, that rope will fall on the pure consciousness which is Shiva, and he will destroy Yama. It will just fall on Shiva, whom you are holding. Like how Markandeya was holding, he was holding on to the Shivalinga, and Yama came and threw his pasha. And because he was holding on to Shivalinga, it did not fall on Markandeya, it fell on Shiva. And Shiva kicked the Yama. The usual process. So just all you need is do not allow the thought to get converted into engram. Thoughts are not enemies as we think. Don't worry. It is just simple poor fishes jumping for their food or fun. But you taking note and trying to give food or trying to give some ball for them to play. No, they are all dolphins. They don't have any ball. See, we should be very generous. Why not get some balls and balloons for them to play? Why not make their life more entertaining? Now they have the load of kicking the ball. Till then it was a fun. If they want, they jump. If they don't want, they don't. Once you provide the ball and food, buffet rice, now they have to eat, they have to play. The whole thing is routine now. That is where the play and fun becomes game. Let play and fun not become game in your life. Game means the winning and losing and prize. Play means just. Fun means just. So any thought which just happens is play and fun. But when it becomes engram, it's a game. Game is the most dangerous thing. Fun is the most funny thing. Understand, do not allow the Kala's pasha, the Yama's noose in your inner space to convert thought into engram. You will see the noose will fall on Shiva and Shiva will kick Yama. And Yama, because already he got one kick, he will never come near you. When he sees you are there holding Shiva. That's all is the whole science of aging. I have not only given the science of aging, the solution for anti-aging, not just mentally, it will directly work physically. Understand, apply this now in your breathing. When your breathing happens, just see what kind of thoughts are raising. And just see what kind of thoughts are raising. When you are exhaling, what kind of thoughts are raising. What kind of thoughts are getting intertwined with your inhaling and exhaling. Just sit with it. You will suddenly see you are not abusing your future by projecting past, by living it, by creating a hanging bridge on it. Same way, you are adding more and more empty space into your past, which is your bank balance, which is going to be reimbursed. Let your past be reimbursable future. Let your future be free from the load of the past. you have no aging. Simple science of anti-aging. And I tell you, this truth is so doable, so practical, just practical. If you sit with this truth, the understanding will happen in so many levels. With this understanding, scan your death fear engrams, scan your desire engrams, scan your guilt engrams, scan your suffering engrams, pain engrams. We can do one more NSP. Actually, let me do today. Today I'll make you guys go through the 7 layers with this one understanding. This one understanding. I tell you, I am not just assuring, I am promising in front of the camera. I know around the world people are watching. I am promising. I'll make you guys have the body like Mahavatar Baba. You can simply say, the science of the body which Mahavatar Baba carries is what is the science. What body Mahavatar Baba is carrying, this is the science. Just scan and have the honesty of killing that ghost, the Trishul. Trishul is the honesty. The Trishul which Kalbhairava carries is the honesty of killing that ghost, that Kapala, Brahma Kapala. Understand? When Brahma created this whole world, it was a fun, play. For a moment, he made it as a game. That moment is the 5th head. And Shiva cut that. Hey, play should be play. Why are you making it as a game? It's like I tell the temple priest, come on, sit in the golden throne. And it's a play. And suddenly if the fellow thinks, I think I am also equal to Swamiji. When somebody touches his feet, I think, great. How the gold throne looks. Let us feel and see. Then comes the 5th head. And what to do? The play has become game. So now, let us convert the game into play. Let us come back, game into play, and play the whole fun of life. Life is not worthy at all to be played as game. Even death can be gamed as play. Understand? Life should not be played as game. Even death should be gamed as play. That's all. That's all is the essence of whole thing. Essence of whole thing, nothing else. And it's direct prasada from Shiva, Kala Bhairava. Understand? I am honestly telling you. Only when I walked into the hall, the title was given to me. Only when I walked into the hall, Brahmaswarupa brought the title and gave. And today we did not have Pada Puja for me to download. It was not thought words. Just the truth happened. How many seconds it would have taken from there to walk and sit and say Sadashiva Samarambam? Maybe 30 seconds or maybe 60 seconds. So the truth expressed itself within 60 seconds in this biomemory. So understand, in any biomemory, if something this profound can express within 60 seconds, it is straight word from Shiva or that biomemory is Shiva. Because this, I am telling you, this one truth can revolutionize the way in which you think, act, live, eat, do everything. Because it is straight practical understanding. Anyhow, I know for sure it is a prasada from Shiva, Shiva prasada. Let us work on it today and then we will get into prana. Today I was planning to get into prana, but at least today let us work on this. Then get into prana. We have enough time. We have 48 days. 8 days are, not even 8 days are over. 24th we started. Today is only 30th, 31st. 31st. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Today is 8th day. 8th day only. So first 7 days we spent on prana. Sorry, samana we spent. I thought today we will get into the prana, but let us get into prana tomorrow. Maybe by tomorrow evening, let us work on this great truth, this great revelation. And not only that, see, whenever you work on these great revelations, you respect the space in which it is delivered. You respect him. We receive it. We honor you. We humbly receive it. We honor you. We request you to be delivering this more and more and more. We submit our humble devotion to him for delivering these great truths. So let us honor Shiva, Kala Bhairava, by working on this truth today, so that we can expect more and more from him. More and more from him. So this is the plan for miracles. When one miracle happens, even if it is small, very small, honor the space from which it was delivered to you. Respect the space from which it was delivered to you. Don't take it for granted. Surrender it. Devotionally say, I honor the space from which it has been delivered to me. I submit myself in a humble way to the space from which it has happened on me. That is the plan for more and more miracles to happen. The other day I received a letter. One devotee was saying, some ex-devotee who had a Satori experience. She was claiming that I had Satori because of my efficiency, my intensity, not by him. I said, great, I am no way contesting. If it is our sincerity, just tell her to have one more Satori, that's all. When I had my Satori, see, the greatness of Samadhi is, it will never come the moment you think you had Satori because of you. Because the ego has come back. So the second time the Satori will never repeat. It will never repeat. Done. She has doomed herself. I tell you, now she doesn't need to give the credit to me. If she has given the credit to a small stone which was in front of her when that Satori happened, hey, the stone is responsible. She would have had the Satori next time. Surrender to something which you think as responsible, or just say that the space from which it has happened, I do not know. I surrender to that space humbly, so that let that space have its grace on me. You call it as Shiva or Parvati or Vishnu or Guru or anything, or Guru Padaga or anything, no problem. God, I was fortunate when I had Satori. I just put the responsibility on Shiva, the Arunachala hill, and that Kuppamal. On both I put. Actually, Kuppamal was not responsible, but I put it on her. And I said, oh God, she is responsible. Let it happen to me again. And it simply repeated. And I am advising sincerely that ex-devotee, you don't need to put that responsibility on me. I am not responsible, don't worry. I am not taking the claim or credit or anything. Just put it on something, Shiva or Arunachala or something, so that it can repeat, it can happen in your inner space again. Don't doom yourself, claiming that you are sincerity. Forget about it. Even now I am telling you, this message has been delivered by the sincere request of the person who have chose the topics and the sincere need and the passive receptive mood with which all you guys were sitting. That's all. I am not interested in claiming because I want these kind of things again and again to happen. Let us submit to the space where it happened. See, when you don't claim responsibility for the highest happenings, the play remains as fun. When you claim responsibility for the highest happenings, the play becomes game. It stops. It stops. See, the so-called modern day games, how much of violence, whole fun part is taken away from it. All right, I don't want to talk about it. All right. So I humbly offer my gratitude to whatever space we call as Mahadeva, Shiva, from which this great truth of Kala came out. And all your devotion and the sincere seeking, the passive sitting and waiting, that is responsible. See, this was receiving end and that was giving end. Both are responsible for the happening through this biomemory. So, I offer my gratitude to both ends. The end which delivered and end which received. So that let these great things happen again and again. Let me also enjoy this fun by being medium or by being the channel, by being the biomemory in which this whole thing is happening. So, let Shiva happen again and again. Let the cosmos celebrate itself again and again. Let us all experience this truth and radiate enlightenment. Let us all live and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
All that it takes, all that I smell.